Good morning, students. Welcome back in the e-learning program of Gokul Education Societies for the year 2020-21. Myself, Mrs. Karuna Devi from JDC Bitco English Medium High School. This is the video for 8th standard mathematics for English medium students of state board. Students, in our last lecture, we have already finished our unit number 7, that was variation. Now this is the time to go ahead to start our video for the unit number 8, that is quadrilateral, constructions and types. So let's start it. Now students, let's start our new unit, that is quadrilateral, its construction and types. Students, in your last standard you have studied and very much aware with the construction of triangle. If you will remember about it, then you can get an idea that how to construct the triangle if the measurements are given properly. In the same way, today we are going to see how to construct the quadrilateral. But before that, let's aware with the concept of quadrilateral. Quadrilateral, it means the what? It means the close figure. The figure which has the 4 angles, 4 sides and 2 diagonals, which is called as a quadrilateral. Suppose this is one of the example. This is the figure to which we can call as a quadrilateral, which has 4 sides PQ, PS, SR and QR, 4 angles, it means angle P, angle S, angle R and angle Q, and 2 diagonals, it means diagonal PR and SQ. These are the 10 basic elements of the quadrilateral. So figure which has these 10 elements are called as a quadrilateral. But students, how we can able to draw or construct this type of the quadrilateral? So among these 10 elements, if we have the measurements of 5 elements, it means if we know the measurements of some specific 5 elements out of 10, then we can easily able to construct the quadrilateral. So that only we are going to see in our unit number 8, that how to construct the quadrilateral and which are the types of quadrilateral that we are going to see ahead. So let's start our first practice set. Here this is our practice set number 8.1, which has the 4 questions. Question number 1 is there, construct the following quadrilaterals of given measurement. First one is there, in a quadrilateral, this symbol we can call as a quadrilateral. In a quadrilateral MORE, the L, it means length of MO is 5.8 centimeter, OR is 4.4 centimeter, measurement angle M is 58, measurement angle O is 105 and measurement angle R is 90 degree. Then we have to draw the quadrilateral MORE. Let's do it. So students, on the basis of given measurement, we have to draw the first of all rough figure, then only we can able to solve it. So suppose this is one of the type of a quadrilateral whose name is MORE. Length of MO is 5.8. This one is of 5.8 centimeter. OR is 4.4 centimeter. Write the measurement like this way. Measurement angle M is 58. This one is of 58 degree. Measurement angle O is 105. This one will be 105 degree. And measurement R is 90 degree. This one is 90 degree. Now students, if you will draw the rough diagram like this way, then it may be wrong. How? This O is not looking like as a 105 degree. It means this is the wrong rough diagram. So we have to arrange it like this way. So this O will become 105. It will be look little bit like this way. And this one is of R. It means 90 degree. Okay. Which is of 58 degree. So let's start to draw it. Now students, here I have drawn the base of the figure, that is OR, which is of 4.4 centimeter. Now we are going to draw these two angle O and angle R. At first R is of 90 degree, that we are going to draw. Center of the protector over the point R. Let's measure the 90 degree. Join it with the point R. Put the arrow. Now measurement of angle O is 105. So put the center of the protector over the point O and baseline of the protector towards the line OR. Now we will start measuring. Don't be confused like as a small children's. Here this point O is over here. So from which side we are going to count it? From right side, because the baseline of the angle is over the right side of the protector. So we will start counting from here. Then the 105 will be goes this side. If you will go wrongly and started to count from left side, then 105 will be here. So your figure will be totally wrong. So don't be confused and start counting from right side, because right side we are having the base. So place it properly and start counting 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 90, 100, and we want 105. It means 100 plus 5. So this one will be a 105. Join the point with the point O. Now students, these are the two lines, but we are not getting the exact position of the M and E from this. So for that, what we have to do? We have to take the measurement of 5.8 centimeter. Like this way. Starting point 3, 4, 5, 5.5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the measurement of 5.8 centimeter, which we have to be count. Take into the rounder. Got it, students? You can cross check it like this way. And then put the metal point over the point O and put an arc over the line. Then this one will be your point M. Got it? Now we are having point M, O, R, but we didn't know where the E is lying over this line. So for that, how we can able to count that? We know the measurement of angle M is 58 degree. So we are having this baseline. So with the help of protector, we can draw the angle. Now this M is the vertex of the angle M. So we can put this point over the vertex and this baseline over this line, arm of the angle over the baseline of the protector. Got it, students? Now how we are going to, from which side you are going to count it? Yes, from downer side, because the arm of the angle is over this side. So start counting. We have to draw the angle of 58 degree. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 50 plus 5, 55. We want 3 more lines. 56, 57, 58. So this one will be a point. Dark it and join that point with our point M. Now students, you have to extend it till it is going to cross to the line, this R1. Now put one arrow here. Now this point of intersection is our point E. Here labeling the angles, 58 degree this M, O is of 105 degree. This one measurement of this height side is 5.8 centimeter. What is, students? Like this way you can able to draw the quadrilateral MORE. If you want, you can take out the screenshot. Now students, let's see the second question, which is very easier one, where we have to construct the quadrilateral DEFG. Among that, the measurement of D is 4.5, EF is 6.5, DJ is 5.5, DF is 7.2 and EG is 7.8. It means the measurement of three side is given and two diagonals. This type of the 5 measurements are given, and on the basis of that you can easily able to construct this quadrilateral. But before that you have to draw the rough figure. So this easier one you can able to solve by your own. Let's see the question number 3 now. So concentrate here. Side by side only we are going to draw the rough figure. So here we have to construct the quadrilateral ABCD, where length AB is 6.4, BC is 4.8 is given. Measurement angle A is 70, B is 50 degree and measurement angle C is 140 degree. So if the quadrilateral will be like this way, this one will be A, B, C. So if this is going to come C, so it will be an obtuse angle. ABCD. AB is 6.4 centimeter. BC is 4.8 centimeter. Measurement angle A is 70 degree. B is 50 degree. And measurement angle is C is 140 degree. So like that way, 1, 2, 3 angles and 2 sides we are having, and on the basis of that we have to construct the quadrilateral ABCD. Let's do it. Let's draw the baseline at first. BC is of 4.8 centimeter. Construct the angles. Angle B is of 50 degree. Join the point. Put the arrow. This one is of 50 degree. Now measurement angle C is 140 degree. Point C over the center of the protector, and this BC arm of the angle is over the baseline of the protector. Now from which side we are going to count it? Yes, from left side. 0, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130 and this one will be 140. So put the point, highlight it and join it. So this one will be your angle C is of 140 degree. Now students, we are having the measurement of line side AB. What is that? 6.4 centimeter. So let's take the measurement. 6.4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take this distance into the compass or rounder. Now put the metal point over the point B. Put the arc. This one will be your point A. And what is the length of this AB? 6.4 centimeter. Now students, as we know the measurement of angle A is 70 degree. So that we have to draw, then we will get the point D. So this one is the vertex A, which is having the measurement 70 degree. So we have to arrange our protector like this way. Got it students? Now from which side we are going to count it? Yes, from downward part. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70. This one is 70 degrees. So put the point, dark it, and join that point with the point A. Make the arrow. Now this one will be your point D, and this is the angle of 70 degree. Got it, students? Like that way you can able to draw the quadrilateral A, B, C, D. If you want, you can take out the screenshot. Now students, let's see the last question from the practice set number 8.1, question number 4. Construct the quadrilateral LMNO such that the length of LM is equal to length of LO. So suppose this is the simplest LMNO. Measurement of LM and LO. It means this two. Its measurement is 6 centimeter, and ON and NM. ON, these two are same one. ON and MN, these two are same one. Its measurement is 4.5. And OM, it means one of the diagonal. OM, the diagonal's measurement is 7.5. It means it might be a wrong rough figure. So let's construct the So students, your rough figure will be like this way, which is the correct one. So let's draw the diagram. So here like this way, I have drawn the base MN, which is of 4.5 centimeter. The same distance we have to take into the compass, and then we can get one arc. So this one will be our ON, which is of 4.5 centimeter. But students, here to get the exact position of O, we have to draw the diagonal at first. So the length of this diagonal is 7.5 centimeters that we have to take into the compass box. 7.5. So this much distance we have to take. And then put the metal point over the point M and draw an arc. So this intersection point, highlight it. This will be your point O. So join this point O and M. Join the point O and N also, which is of 4.5 centimeter. And the length of this diagonal is 7.5 centimeter. Like this way we have to write. Now students, we have to find out the point L, which is of 6 centimeter. So take the distance of 6 centimeter into the compass. Put the metal point over the point M and draw one arc. Now keep the same distance into the compass, because LO is also of 6 centimeter. So put the metal point over the point O and put the arc over the previous arc. Now this point of intersection is the point L. So join the point L and M, L and O, which is of 6 centimeter. So like that way you can able to draw the question number 4, where we can see that the quadrilateral LMNO. If you want, you can take out the screenshot. Like this way your practice set number 8.1 is quadrilateral. Now we are going to see the types of the quadrilaterals. As in our earlier standard, we have studied about the two basic type of quadrilaterals, that are square and rectangle. But rather than that, There are also many types of quadrilaters that we are going to see in our unit number 8. The other important types of quadrilaters are rhombus, parallelogram, trapezium, and kite. So all these type of quadrilaters we are going to study in detail step by step. Let's see the first type of quadrilateral, that is rectangle. If all the angles of a quadrilateral are right angle, then it is called as a rectangle. If you'll observe this figure, this is one of the type of the rectangle PQRS. In this figure, angle P, angle Q, angle R and angle S all are right angle. It means the measurement of all these angles is 90 degree. And the opposite sides of rectangle are congruent. It means they are having same measurement. The another most important property about the rectangle, that is the diagonals of rectangle are congruent and they are bisect each other. It means that the measurement of half of the diagonal, it means PO, is equal to the half of PR, because these two diagonals are bisecting to each other towards one point. So PO or QOR is equal to the half of PR. In the same way about the another diagonal, that is QO or OS is equal to the half of QS. If you want, you can take the screenshot of this page which help you to write in your classwork notebook. Let's see the second type of quadrilateral, that is square. If all sides and all angles of quadrilateral are congruent, then it is called as a square. If you'll observe this figure, this is quadrilateral ABCD is a square where all the angles are having same measurement. It means they all are right angle. So measurement of all these angles are 90 degree. Even the each one side of this square or this quadrilateral is having same measurement. That's why it is called as a square. Now let's see the properties of square. The first property of square is diagonals of square are congruent. It means that length of AC is equal to length of BD. So both the diagonals are having same measurement. The next property is diagonals of square bisect each other. It means that the measurement or the length of AM or the length of MC is equal to the half of length of AC, because they are bisecting it at the middle point. In the same way, the length of BM is equal to the length of MD. It is just half of the BD. The another most important property, that is the diagonals of square bisect the opposite angles. It means that in this figure, the diagonal AC is bisecting the angle BAD and angle BCD. In similar way, the diagonal BD is bisecting to the angle BABC and angle ADC. If you want, you can take out the screenshot which help you to write the property, definition and figure of the square in your notebook. Now let's move towards the third most important type of quadrilateral, that is rhombus, which is unknown to you still. All the sides of quadrilateral are of equal length, then it is a rhombus. It is just like as a square. It means it is also having the same measurement of all these four sides, but here each one angle or the opposite angles are having congruent. It means same measurement. It means these angles are not having right angle or their measurement is not a 90 degree. As we studied in just now only, the squares are having right angle, but here rhombus are having the same measurement of all sides, but their angles are not right angle. That is the main difference between the rhombus and square. Therefore, in this figure, the length AB, BC, CD and AD are having same measurement, but their angles are not right angle. So this is the quadrilateral ABCD is a rhombus. Let's see the properties. The first property of rhombus is opposite angles of rhombus are congruent. It means in this figure, angle ABC is having the same measurement of angle ADC. That means opposite angles measurement is same one. In the similar way, angle BAD and angle BCD are having same measurement. The next property of the rhombus is diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular to each other. It means that in this figure, segment AC is perpendicular to the segment BD and at the point M, which is creating 90 degree here. In similar way, the segment BD is perpendicular towards the segment AC, so which is also creating the 90 degree at the intersection point. The next one property of the rhombus is diagonals of rhombus bisect each other. So length of AM is equal to length of MC, which is just half of the length of AC. In the similar way, length of BM is equal to length of MD. Both are having same measurement, which is just half of the BD. Got it, students? The another last property of rhombus is the diagonals of rhombus bisect the angles. It means that this diagonal BD is bisecting to the angle ABC. Therefore, angle ABD and angle DBC are having same measurement because BD is bisecting to the angle ABC. Similarly, in the same case happened with the four angles. So these are the properties of the rhombus which help you to understand the rhombus very clearly. So write it. If you want, you can take the screenshot and write it in your classwork notebook. Now students, let's go ahead with the fourth type of quadrilateral, that is parallelogram. This is a figure of parallelogram. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if its opposite angles are parallel. This is the definition of parallelogram, and this one is the diagram of the parallelogram, which help us to know the opposite side. It means AB is parallel to the CD. Got it? And BC is parallel to the AD. When two opposite sides are parallel to each other, then they are constructing the figure like this way, which is called as a parallelogram. Let's see the properties of parallelogram. It is also having the similar property just like as a previous one. The opposite sides of the parallelogram are congruent. It means AB is equal to DC and BC is equal to AD. The next property of parallelogram is the opposite angles of parallelogram are also congruent. It means the measurement angle A or ABC and CDA is equal, and the angle BCD and DAB are having same measurement. The another third important property of parallelogram is diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. So in this figure, length of AO is equal to length of OC. Both are having same measurement, which is just the half of AC. In the same way, length of BO and OD is also similar one, which is just half of the BD. So take out the screenshot and write this in your notebook. Let's see the fifth one type of quadrilateral, that is trapezium. It is little bit different in size or shape. If only pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral is parallel, then it is called as a trapezium. Here in this trapezium, we can observe one of the pair only. That means PS and QR. These two lines or these two sides are only parallel to each other. So this quadrilateral PQRS is called as a trapezium. So its property is just that the interior angle formed by the two parallel lines and their transversal. Due to that, we get the measurement angle P plus measurement angle Q. The addition of these two angles is 180 degree and the measurement angle R plus measurement angle S, it means addition of these two angle is 180 degree. So take the screenshot and write it in your notebook. Now students, let's see the last but the most important type of quadrilateral, that is kite. If one diagonal is a perpendicular bisector of the other diagonal, then the quadrilateral is called kite. So this is the figure of kite. So quadrilateral ABCD is in a shape of kite. Let's see the property of kite. Two pairs of adjacent sides are congruent. It means that the two adjacent sides are having same measurement. So AB is equal to BC and AD is equal to CD. The second property of the kite is one pair of opposite angle is congruent. So it means that measurement angle BAD is equal to measurement angle BCD. So these two angles are having same measurement, so they are congruent. But the angle B and D is having different measurement. So as a result of that, they are not congruent. So this is the last type of the quadrilateral. If you want, you can take the screenshot and write it in your notebook. So students, now this is the time to say your goodbye. But before that, note down your today's activity, that to write all the types of quadrilaterals along with its definition, diagram and properties. Now note down your today's homework, that to complete the practice set number 8.1 in your classwork notebook. Now students, here is time to tell you some important thought, that is to stay positive and think positive in this negative situation also. Then only you will win. So take care of yourself, stay at home.